Hey, what's up, universe? It's 3:33 p.m. on Thursday, July 20th, 2023. Just doing a quick update that I've applied for a couple of roles just recently. I submitted an application at 3:11, which Pacific time is 1:11, and that was to Nvidia. They had a solutions architect role that I was like, yeah, give that a shot. And then another one was for, well, that's just probably bad, isn't it? I can't remember the company's name. It's like right here, but I think if I said it, it would be incorrect. Anyway, I applied for a role at another company as well. Probably the biggest update, honestly, for today is that I've published the code for my analysis that I use for, parsing the JSON files, the transcriptions from assembly AI, and then also the software that I wrote for classifying words like emotional context, basically, right? Using the different schools of thought on emotional words, right? Like, so Berkeley's 27 emotional states. I think there's GEW, Charles Darwin, Aristotle, Robert, is it Plutnick? I don't know if I'm saying that name correctly either. Emotional discrete, what is it? Discrete emotional theory? I can't remember. Anyway, there's like 8 different schools of thought that I pulled the words from, and anyway, the script, you feed it a list of words, and it uses KNN, which is like the K nearest neighbor. It's an algorithm that reads in weights of words and then classifies the words. So it outputs a CSV, and so I feed it in like a list of my own words, and any words that's there's a CSV file that has a weight of the word. This is going to be hard to describe in a way. I don't want to get too nerdy about it, but anyway, the main thing is that it classifies words that I feed into it and categorizes them based upon the most relevant word from these different schools of thought, right? So it classifies my input and says, hey, this word that you inserted would be closely described from Berkeley's 27 emotional states as this type of emotion. Charles Darwin would classify that word as this kind of emotion. Discrete emotional theory, I think, is the one I was stumbling on, would classify it this way. Aristotle would classify it this way, that kind of a thing. And then it even has the ability where, if you would like to, you can create your own classifications, and then it will go through and classify the words that way, which, may be beneficial or helpful to some. So I shared that out on LinkedIn. It's on my GitHub repo. One of the women that I connected with here recently from the HSP Empath, the one that's an author, I commented on her thing, and she had a post, and so I linked it to there as well. So that's kind of the biggest news for today. I was having some real struggles. It's like one of these times. I was working on this code back in April 14th, by the way. April 14th, the same day that I started these Instagram posts, like the same day. I went back and I was looking at the files, and I'm like, why isn't this working? I was working on this last night, running into some roadblocks, and I was looking at like the different versions of the file that I had, and I'm like, this was working, and I was like, oh, well, look at that. Like April 14th was the last time I edited this file. And I was like, that's so interesting. Anyway, I finally got it to work. It's just so strange how things work at a certain point in time, and then they stop working. And then I will say too that there's just as a complete side note, there's information going around now about how ChatGPT 4 is like degrading. Like its quality of output is like not where it was, and that's totally true. I was really working with some code last night, code that ChatGPT provided me back in April, and it was totally missing like some things that it wouldn't have missed back in April. And I was like, what the heck? Like, this is BS. So I canceled my subscription. And that reminds me that I need to actually let one of my buddies know because he was thinking about signing up for it. So I'm going to end this video and I'm going to go let him know. And he may be watching this video. That's kind of what I've got for now. Not too much, just general updates, kind of, nerding out. All right. Well, thanks for being with me. And yeah, emotions did come up a little bit today. Oh, I did send Reese a text yesterday in the evening, just informing her that my employment situation hasn't changed as of yet. So there's that. But yeah, some frustration came up for me today, for sure, to manage. And while I was feeling the frustration, I was still feeling support. It's back to that strange instance where the emotions come up, yet it's not as deep or in despair as it was before. Just frustrated a little bit, Anyway, but I'm okay right now. Ebb and flow. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.